Okay. All right, let's get going here. I don't know how. There's no transition for this whatsoever.
I
But we're
guess
gonna
great.
talk
The
about
Fantastic Four.
We're going to talk about some movies.
Speaking of sucking
Speaking
dick,
of
let's
sucking
talk about
dicks.
previous castings of the
Yes.
Fantastic Four.
There you go.
Yeah.
Segue.
Segue. Thank you,
Oh,
Dan.
shit.
All right. Jesus Christ. 22
That's
minutes.
bonus
Well worth
money
it.
for a Fantastic
Oh,
Four.
shit.
Well worth it. All right. So Marvel drops their new casting for the Fantastic Four. And they are some big name hitters. You got Pedro Pascal cast as Reed Richards, Vanessa Kirby, Sue Storm, Joseph Quinn from Stranger Things fame as Johnny
Now-
Storm.
Question that I have on those two: they're both British. Are they gonna have British accents? in this
That's
shit?
I would
I hope so.
I would prefer that they did because I
Yeah.
feel like they'll be able to do better acting in their native tongue
Yes.
of English.
of English.
Old
Of the
English.
Queen's English.
That's right. And then Eben Moss Bacharach, I think I'm saying that right, as the guy who's the cousin in The Bear from Ben Grimm. So it's pretty good casting, honestly, all around. Like Eben Moss, I never would have thought of him as being Ben Grimm or the Thing, but like he's actually perfect. I think
Yep.
he's gonna be comic relief.
Yep.
I don't.
And what I said to you earlier is basically, I mean, he just has to be Richie, where he's angry and kind of a dick.
Yeah.
And I think in the very first Fantastic Four, where they cast Michael Chiklis,
Yeah.
they were like, let's find a guy that looks
Already
like the
looks like
Thing
the Thing.
and cast him that way. And I'm not saying Michael Chiklis did a bad job in either of those fucking movies.
It was him and
He did
Orange
okay.
Haze.
He did okay.
He did okay, but the movies just fucking sucked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And so
They
did the Miles Teller remake.
That was worse.
reimagining.
That was
Yeah.
the worst.
somehow fucking worse. But my only hope is that when he turns into the Thing, it's not a CGI fuckfest and it's more
practical.
realistic makeup, practical
I don't think
makeups.
I can't imagine it will be, dude. It's like
No.
Marvel's thing's mocap. The Hulk is mocap. Fucking Thanos. There's no way that he's not mocap. But
But he's fucking bright orange.
I know, but you could tone him down. He doesn't have to be bright. You could make him like a burnt orange.
Yeah, and that's what they did in the Miles Teller version, and it still looked like dog
If
shit.
you
Yeah,
go
but
any
he
darker,
did
you're
look
gonna
like
turn him
shit.
into brown face. So you can't go that dark.
Yeah, you got to be
You
careful
gotta
there.
keep it on a tinge.
Well, the internet's already split on brown face Reed Richards, so it's Pedro
Which is
Pascal,
ridiculous,
who's
yeah.
like in everything good always, is getting fucking a bunch of heat for being Hispanic Reed Richards. So
Well, that's because everybody wanted John Krasinski.
Yeah.
He died.
He's the Reed Richards of Earth 2562 or whatever the fuck number it is
He
Yeah.
died.
in
He died.
multiverse.
He died.
he's dead.
Yeah.
Listen,
He
who
got-
says Reed Richards
He
can't
got turned
be
into
fucking
Prince.
Hispanic?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Who says?
his mom's Spanish.
Yeah, so fuck off.
His dad's English or whatever Reed Richards is supposed to be. I don't even know. See, who even knows what Reed Richards is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's not one comic book out there where it's like Reed Richards,
The
man of
all-American
Germanic descent.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's like
No.
You know?
And in this day of age too, of people fucking complaining about all that shit, I can't believe they're up in a fuss about that.
yeah, it's incredible. But yeah, Pedro Pascal is great in everything. I mean, you should be
He
pumped.
makes everything good. That's why he's awesome.
Exactly. You should be pumped that this dude
And
is in this
you-
fucking movie.
I just see him being like, honestly, like not a super smart Reed Richards, but like a zany dude who wants to get them to this place. Like a guy who's so fucking focused and almost like to the point where he's like crazy, where he's like so focused on getting them to this place, and that's how Pedro Pascal is. He's goofy and he's like kind of funny and like almost quiet in a way. So I
Does-
think
Does
He's
hopefully
gotta be
Fantastic Four have an orphan that needs to get somewhere?
Yeah. That's his whole thing.
That's his thing.
Think of how he was in like Game of Thrones, right? Because he's like,
well,
like,
yeah, that's the thing. That's the orphan.
no, yeah,
Game of Thrones is the orphan?
no. The thing is an orphan. He's gonna get.
Okay.
Because
I will
doesn't
protect the
he
city.
fucking try to save Reed, and that's why like he ends up getting transformed into a fucking rock because he gets like smothered or some shit.
Well, no, I mean they're up in a spaceship while a cosmic storm is going through, and it goes and gives them it goes in and changes them with the power of cosmic shit.
They get
so-
hit with rays. They get hit with
Yeah.
While they're in the
radiation.
spaceship,
Yeah.
what the fuck makes him the thing? Was he get like a pebble on him?
Oh, they either get they all get a little bit of something different, so it affects them all differently. It's something.
It's
to do with
it's
genetics.
just like in the Paw Patrol the Mighty movie.
Oh yeah,
the
my favorite. I know
the
all about
asteroid comes to Earth, and
That's right.
all the dogs except
Yeah.
Liberty get like some random thing.
that. Thank you. I needed that.
They don't give Liberty power.
No, you haven't seen that shit yet.
No,
No.
I didn't watch. the movie.
And I'll tell you, Marshall gets the power to create fire with his hands. That's stupid.
That's the
because then
opposite
they
of what a
give-
fireman
Because then
would
they give
have.
Zuma
powers.
water hands. I'm like, why the fuck wouldn't you give the firefighter dog water hands?
You're speaking fucking Mandarin to me right now.
And then you give Rocky the fire hand so he can burn the trash up. Come on.
Right.
You
Well, what
talking-
about? Wait,
That's what happens when you have kids.
wait. You said they give Rocky fire hands?
No, I'm saying you should give Rocky fire hands.
No, they give him like Green Lantern powers, so he can like fucking like make shit out of like trash.
Yeah, he has mind powers. He can pick shit up.
Yeah, I don't
Rocky
know. Stop
Raccoon.
fucking- Yeah, no. This is
They're all dogs, okay? It's called Paw Patrol.
Did you have?
Oh, I knew
speaking of
that.
dude, speaking of Pedro Pascal, did you see the SNL skit with Paw Patrol?
No.
It's incredible. It's literally it's the episode Pedro Pascal was on where he was the host, and it's like Paw Patrol is getting sued by the city because they've eliminated the need of like their police departments and shit, and like they play a recording where it's like this lady's calling in. She's like, my neighbor's being beaten by his wife, my neighbor's being beaten by her husband. Send somebody to help, and like Rubble's on the other line, and he's like, do you need some dirt moved? And she's like, no, he's beating her to death. And like, he's like, Zuma? Like, it's like this. They don't know what to do. It's great. It's like all these locals coming up and having like horror stories about like the Paw Patrol because they've eliminated real police, real firemen and shit.
Oh my
It's
god.
amazing. It's amazing.
So, Duggan, you should start watching Paw Patrol. It's pretty sweet.
I think I'm gonna have
Right
to.
off the bat, the biggest question is where does this like 13-year-old kid Ryder have all of this money and the ability to just quickly whip up all these vehicles in this whole tower for his rescue dogs that also talk?
Wait. Does he know they talk first?
Yeah,
Yeah, he talks to him.
Yeah.
he talks to him.
Wait, so he rescues those dogs that he finds in a shelter that can talk.
Well,
Does
he
everyone know they
found
can
one
talk?
of them in the
He
street.
finds them in the
Chase-
wild.
Yeah, he finds them in the wild. Chase was found. on the
Okay, so
street.
he collects them like Pokemon, and he knows
Basically.
they can talk. Does everyone else know they can talk?
Yeah,
Okay, so he's in a world where all these animals can talk. So he collects them like
And
Pokemon.
but
the bad
not
guy.
not all the animals, because cats don't talk except for one cat. Because the
Cats
mayor,
can talk.
The mayor's
the
cat-
mayor's cats can't talk.
No, they can't.
Mayor
bad
Humdinger's cats can't talk.
Humdinger.
and neither can Mayor Goodway's chicken Chickaletta. She can't talk. And none of the dinosaurs can talk.
There's dinosaurs too.
There's
Yes.
dinosaurs. And like none and there's like squirrels and monkeys and shit.
Whales and fucking
Whales.
walruses, and none of them talk except for the fucking
None of
Paw
them talk
Patrol.
except for like every fucking dog you run into
Mhm.
Okay, so there's a dog theme.
and like one cat.
Okay.
And Mayor Humdinger is constantly trying to become the mayor of Adventure Bay. And I'm like, dude, you're a mayor of another city. Why are you never there doing mayor stuff?
Great.
Or is he
He's
not a
busy.
mayor? Does he just keep calling himself Mayor Humdinger?
Maybe he just like was a mayor somewhere, and he's.
I
trying to
haven't gotten
become
far
mayor.
enough into the series to figure
He's
out
John
why
Mayer.
he's in jail.
Maybe he was the mayor of Emerald City, and now he's at Adventure City.
Yeah, no, it's dumb. And anyways, back to the Fantastic Four. They also released a photo, which I don't have to pull up here, but like it shows them in the 1960s.
Yeah, that was
And I'm actually thinking
Oh,
this
fuck,
movie's
Kevin, you're supposed to have this picture.
all right. Well, I'll look it up. But I think it's gonna be a period piece, like at least starting in the 60s.
I think it's going to be a time travel thing.
I agree, but I think it'll probably start there.
I think
cool. Can they
Wolverine's
start
gonna
in the
be there.
'60s and go into the future? Because that would be dope.
Actually, what if it's like more like this? What if it's like the 60s and they're talking to Howard Stark? Like back when Howard was still alive and everything else, and he works with him.
Which
on
Howard
specific-
Stark are we talking?
It's a good question.
The good one.
John Slattery?
Sure.
Sure.
I think he's played Howard Stark the most.
Yeah.
No, it'll be the younger guy,
Dominic Cooper.
Dominic Cooper. Yep. Here, ready? Let me present this photo. Share screen. That one. So this is the image they released. That's I think that's Lyndon Johnson getting sworn in after JFK was assassinated in this Time magazine cover.
Is that Neil
they-
Armstrong on the wall?
They all
behind
seem
them?
No,
they all
that's
seem-
that's him. That's Ben Grimm. That's Eben Moss Bacharach.
I'm going to be
Yeah.
honest. They
And-
all seem real happy that JFK is dead.
They had something
They're all
to do with
smiling.
it. And you got this fucking little robot. I don't know. I think he's a Fantastic Four like staple character. I don't know, but he's
Who's going to be
delivering
that
fucking-
voice?
I don't know who's voicing that thing. Fucking
Alan
Wish it was
Tudyk.
Danny DeVito.
Rocky Balboa.
Just
He
go,
wants to
So
But,
are we basing that the 1960s setting is based off this photo?
Yes. And the Marvel logo that they released for this is a hang on. I don't know if there's a logo. Where's the fucking logo?
Did they release this shit on Valentine's Day?
Yes. So right here, this logo is the old it's I forget the name of the,
The
fucking
classic. Yeah.
yeah. It's this classic Marvel logo. But yeah, I think it's going to be set in it explains a lot if it is set in the 60s because that'll be why they haven't been in the current timeline or anything. So
Because they're already dead.
well, or they popped out of time and are going to show up in the current timeline, and people be like, "Who the fuck were the Fantastic Four?" You know, or they could be in another universe that'll in Deadpool 3 will blend them together. You know,
Okay.
I feel
But-
like people are putting way too much weight on Deadpool 3 to
What?
do what they want it to do.
Oh, it's gonna.
I have high hopes for it. But
And
at
I
the
love
same
Vanessa
time,
Hudgens.
there's a lot of theories going on out there, and people don't like to be disappointed.
I don't know. I feel like I like this kid when he was in Stranger Things, but I don't know if he's going to be a good Johnny Storm. Like,
He was in that other Netflix movie about the band. What was it called?
Motley Crue, was he?
Yeah.
Was he in that?
Yeah, but what the fuck was the name of it?
The Dirt.
Yeah, The Dirt.
Who was he? Are you sure? Because I think you're thinking of the kid from Game of Thrones.
Mm,
The kid from Game of Thrones.
let me see.
Bolton, Ramsey Bolton, cuts off what's his face's dick.
Back to dicks.
Yeah.
Duggan, what if the dick was a severed dick?
No.
Ugh. Nah, man. Was the satisfaction there?
Oh, yeah, maybe no.
Yeah, he's not in that.
But he looks but in Stranger
he
Things,
does.
he looks like what's his face in
Yes.
The Dirt,
Yeah.
like a lot.
What?
So
Ewan, IWAN. What the hell is that his name?
I don't know. Fucking Ramsey
Ewan
Bolton.
McGregor?
Ewan McGregor was in fucking The Dirt.
I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
So Joseph Quinn was in that partially historical zombie Nazi movie Overlord.
Great movie.
And he was also in Game of Thrones.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
He's one of the in Game of Thrones, you know, when Arya comes across the fucking band of people that are like and fucking Ed Sheeran's one of them.
Yep.
Yes.
I think he's in that group of people. Like he's not like a major character. I don't think he has a speaking line. No, that's not it. He's trying to stop her from getting into Winterfell when she comes back in the final season
Oh,
or the second to
got it.
last season.
Oh.
She
Yeah,
sneaks
she-
past
he-
him. She sneaks
Oh.
past him to get into Winterfell. I'm positive that's what it is.
You know who is a great Johnny Storm?
Chris Evans.
Captain America.
so good that they didn't even care that he wanted to be Captain America. They're like, yeah, all right.
They said, "Listen, this movie was dog shit, but you were top notch,
Yeah.
and it looks like you packed on some muscle. So
I like when he
think-
does
let's do
the,
this thing."
in that first Fantastic Four movie when he's like snapping the fire on. He's like, huh? And he's like,
Yeah.
what is this? And they're like, we may have developed superpowers as a result of the radiation. He's like, yes. he's like, that's awesome. He's like, why is no one else excited about this?